Namaste dear friend, my name is Tara. Today I am going to teach you yoga for stretches. This stretch is especially designed for those who they are preparing themselves for asana practice or yoga training courses. Here I have focused on most basic and most important keys which will prepare your body for further asana practice. And what are those keys? Number 1, long hamstring and the glutes. Most of the pose requires a long hamstring and glutes to be open. Next one is the hip flexor, stretching hip flexor, strengthening hip flexor. After this, the third one is also very important, which is called quads. The quads to be strengthened, which will give you a good foundation for the asanas as well as it protects your knee. Next is the back. In our daily life, we are more aware with the front of the body and we forget about the back of the body. We need to stretch and strengthen the back of the body, which is most important in asana practice. And number 5, the last one is the shoulder. The shoulder to be open, and that will prepare you for many asanas and many different practice. Like just raising arms up gives you a big difference if you have a tight shoulder or if you have an open shoulder. So like this. Let's go further into the practice. Before going to further, as I always say, safety is first. So you must find the limit according to your body. If you have any injuries on your ankles, knees, low back or neck, follow your body. I try to make it easy, as much as easy for yourself, this sequence, but here there are some points where you have to be careful. I will point out those points for yourself. So let's start practicing first with downward facing dog. Come up into the downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Feet apart, hip width distance. Palms apart, mat width distance. Your pinky fingers touching edge of the mat. Keep looking your fingers. Your middle fingers pointing forward. Index fingers facing each other. Then lift your toes and feel the pad of the fingers pressing down. Then gently press your fingers down to the mat. Avoid bringing pressure on your wrist. Now from here, look down, look between your feet. If you have low back pain, turn your front of your foot in and heels out. Nice. Now from here, with inhalations, lift your heels up, lift your hips higher up. Keep pressing your palms, keep opening your chest. Feel the stretch on your arches, back of your ankles, calf, back of your knee and the hamstring. With exhalation, start extending your heels down towards the mat. Lift your toes off the mat. Again, inhale, lifting your heels up. Stretch the back of your leg. Exhale, extending heels down towards the mat, lifting your toes off the mat. If your heel is not coming all the way down to the mat, then no problem, doesn't matter. As far as your legs are extending down, that's fine. Keep doing it 10 times, inhaling, lifting heels up, toes down, exhaling, heels down, toes off the mat. After this, then extending right heel down, bend your left knee to stretch the right hamstring. Then do the same with the other leg, stretch your left heel down, bend your right knee. Keep doing it for 15 times, both legs. Now from here, head up, look between your palms and then start walking closer to your palms with your tiny steps. As far you can walk easily closer to your palm. Nice. Once you find easy and comfortable pose, you know now you cannot go more further than that. Then release your hands off the mat. Hold your forearms and hanging forward. Keeping your back relaxed. Feel the heaviness in your head and the extension is coming from your low back. Mid back should be relaxed. Then feel that the pressure is distributed on front and the back of your foot evenly. The four corners, inner and outer, the four corners of your both feet is pressing down. So you should not have the weight only on your front foot or not only on your heel. It should be distributed everywhere in your feet. Now start pressing your base, start lifting your knees up, quads lifting up, and you will feel the big difference here.
If the stretch is too intense for your hamstring, here you can bend your knees and start extending your arms down. Head is falling forward. Nice. If it's okay, you can keep your knees straight. From here, just move around from center to the right, from center to the left, and keep breathing. Let's do it a few times and hold it into the center for about 1 minute. After this, release your hands down to the mat, stepping back with the right leg. Move your front foot some more to the front, so your knee and ankles, they are in one line. It is very important to protect the knee. Now from here, look at my back leg. The back leg heel is extending down towards the mat, and the back leg top thigh is lifting up. Hip should be squat, and I'm keeping my fingers down in cup shape to lift my chest. If you think your arm is short here, you can use the blocks to push and lift your chest. Make it easy for yourself. Nice. Give the nice stretch to your hamstring, nice stretch to your hip flexors and your glutes. Stay here about 1 to 2 minutes and then remove the block, moving back leg down to the mat. Back knees moving down to the mat. Extend the ankles back here. Again, maintain your knee position. Your knee and ankles, they are in one line. Push the floor and lift the chest. We are in equestrian pose. You should not have any pressure on your back leg knee. If you are having pressure, that means you are not extending your ankles enough. Extend your shin bone back, ankles back, pressing the top of your back foot down, and keep pressing your sole of your front foot down. Push the floor and lift your chest. Stay here about 1 to 2 minutes. Keep breathing. After this, move your left hands to the right. Inhaling, head up, keeping the back straight. With exhalation, start moving the forearms down to the mat. If you're finding hard to bring your forearms down, you can use the blocks, 1 block or the 2 blocks. Place your hands, your forearms on the block. Inhaling, head up, opening the chest. Make sure your back is straight. Keep extending your ankles back, shin bone back, pressing the top of your back foot down, and keep pressing your ball of your big toe down with your front foot, and knee should stay closer to your body. Stay here for about 1 to 2 minutes and keep breathing. After this, move your blocks to the side if you are using, and then moving your front leg to the back. Moving back into downward facing dog. Now from here, start bending your knees and start stretching your back. Try to move your chest as much as possible closer to your thighs. Nice. Give a nice stretch on your back. Now from here, head up, look forward, stepping forward with your left leg. Pointing your right toes back again as you did before. Now you are in pigeon pose, leg positions. Your thighs are rolling in, hips are moving forward, keeping the hip square. Nice. Your heel is closer to your hip flexors to make easy for yourself. If you have open hip already, you can move your foot more to the front to get the more nice stretch on your glutes. If it's too intense for you, move your heel in. Inhaling, chest up. Exhaling, extend your arms to the front and lean forward. Forehead down to the mat. If you find too far your head is going for the ground, you can use the blocks to place your head. If you find it hard to go this much down, you can stay here like this and enjoy your pose. Now from here, move your palms back to the mat, curl your back leg toe in, push yourself to go back into downward facing dog. Nice. Repeat all poses with other leg. And after that, once you finish other leg, go back to downward facing dog with the back stretch. And slowly start dropping your both knees down. Make a space between your knees. Point your toes back, bring your big toes together and sit on your heels in child pose. Bring your fingers here in cup shape so your pose will be active. Your back should be stretched, your shoulders should be open and resting the forehead on the mat. If you find it hard to rest your forehead on the mat, you can use a block to place your head on the block. So here, in this pose, to keep the activeness in the pose, you are rolling your biceps out, lifting your armpits, stretching from the armpit to get the stretch on the both sides of your torso. If your shoulder blade will move in, will close your spine, that can bring pain in your spine or around your shoulder blade. What you have to do, you need to move your shoulder blade away from each other in child pose and any other poses too. So what we are doing here, we are rolling our biceps out to release this area and then bringing the shoulder blade down towards the hip and back into the body to feel the nice shoulder opening here. Look forward. Now move your palms down on the mat. Your palms should be firmly on the mat. Now from here, move your chest closer to the mat and push yourself to the front. And moving into upward facing dog, feet apart, hip width distance, push the floor and come up. Here, my top of my foot is on the mat and my palms on the mat. The rest of the body is off the mat. Chest is opening and looking up. With exhalations, dropping knees down and going back into the child pose, big toes together and going to sit on the hip. We will continue 5 times here. Inhaling, going up, exhaling, going back into child pose. Inhaling, going up into upward facing dog, exhaling back into the child pose. Practice 2 more times. Complete your 5 times here. After this pose, we are going to do a proper shoulder opener, just focusing to opening the shoulder. So for this pose, come up into tabletop pose first. Then drop your forearms down here, interlacing your fingers. Extend your elbow more to the front so you can feel your armpits having space. It's opening here. And then from here, push yourself back, place your forehead down. Your hip should not be too far like this. Try to bring your knee and hips in one level, somewhere around, if it's not possible. Now from here, with inhalations, lift your hands up, move your feet behind your head. Hold the pose for 6 breaths. After 6 breaths, give just little movement here. Inhaling, lifting up, exhaling, moving down. Inhaling, lifting up, exhaling, moving down. Keep doing it for 15 times. If you have block in your house or your self-practice, so get the block for this. Grip the blocks nicely, squeeze the block. With inhalations, lift the block up. With exhalations, move the blocks to the front. So you can use block for this practice. After this practice, come back to tabletop pose. Then from here, extending the right arms to the front. Inhaling, moving left arm to the side. With exhalations, insert your left arms under your right. Place your head down to the mat. Keep extending your right arms to the front. Here, you can place your palms on the blocks to open your chest more. Or you can bring your hands on your hip. Roll your upper shoulder back. Push your bottom arms more to the front to stretch your shoulders and feel the stretch on your mid-back here. Stay here for 6 to 8 breaths, then push the floor, come up, do it other side. After finishing that, then return to your comfortable sitting positions, Sukhasana, with a straight back. Then move your arms to the side. With inhalation, raising left arm up. With exhalation, walking through the right fingers. Feel the stretch on the left sides of the torso and slowly looking up. Taking 6 breaths here. After 6 breaths with inhalation, stretch up. Exhale, left arms down. With next inhalation, raise your right arms up. With exhalation, slowly walk through your left fingers. Gentle twist and look up. Taking 6 breaths here. For 6 breaths, push yourself and come back to the center. Now from here, you can go to the relaxations in Shavasana. After that, take one nice long deep breath, inhale and long exhale. Bring your palms together, bring nice smile on your face and gently open your eyes. So this was your practice for the stretches, preparing yourself for the asana practice. Focus on the safety point, have a safe practice. I have tried to squeeze everything in short time so you can use this practice in the morning, afternoon, evening in your busy day. But if you have more time, longer time for your self practice, you can watch my other video, Yoga for Warm Up. You can combine this video together with the stretches. So first do the warm up and then do the stretches. It will be very, very helpful for you to prepare yourself for further asana practice. Dear friend, if you like my video, please hit the like buttons. Don't forget to subscribe. Share your comments below. Thank you. Namaste.